Hello, Divine Masculines. How are you all doing? Adjusting the camera. How are you all doing today? Whoop whoop. What a beautiful, beautiful day. Today, you know, yesterday, sun came out. We're making us ready for full moon. And new portal energies are opening. And we're feeling the energies of the equinox coming in. It's really, really an amazing, amazing time. Oh, it was Saturday. Was it Saturday? Yeah. Saturday. Wow. What an energy. I totally got drained by the energy. I couldn't move. My body couldn't move. I was on the land and I was walking and trying to see if I could find new places, if I could find new routes. And I was there and I was like, oh my goodness, what is going on? Why I can't move? My whole body was stagnating. And then I stand to this huge, beautiful, beautiful oak tree, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, you know, there is something going on with the energy, and it was just a shift. And I heard, you know, it's the silence before the storm, and before you know it, you will be pushed forward. It's almost like a slingshot. And I was like, okay, I will take that in and I will see what will happen. And exactly the day after that, my energy was so high. And where I went through the day before, people on Sunday went through the same energy, and I was already pushed forward. So it could also be that people around you, or you know, feel the lethargic kind of energy that makes them tired, not able to move. So make sure that it is, be aware of it, not make sure, but be aware of it, that it is the energy that will push you forward, because it's the transforming energy that gets all the stuck emotions that are stuck in your body, get it moved, so new energies can come in to transform it and to move you forward. Things could happen, you know, like emotional burst outs, or you know, whatever. Everyone is transmuting it on a different level. The one is getting sad, the other is getting tired, you know, but it's always transformative. It's always transformative. It's always for the good for you, to raise your vibration to a higher level and to step up, really to step up afterwards. Because if you don't do the work and you keep and let it simmer there, it will, one way or the other, it needs to get out. So if you're emotional, let it go, let it out. You know, don't always be so hard on yourself, because we are our only biggest criticism, you know. We have the criticism of ourselves is even more than someone else will criticize you. Most of the time you will say, oh, you know, don't be so hard on yourself, and you know, all kinds of things. But you also need to say it to yourself, because it's just a phase you need to go through and move through. So yeah, so give advice to yourself if it would be someone else, you know. So let's see what's the Divine Masculine going through at the moment. I know he is also really moving through some energies, and you know, feeling that hesitation. in the masculine energy. For the divine masculine, choose wisely. Choose wisely who you spend your energy with, where your energy needs to go. You know, you can go all directions, you know, you can take all directions, or you just focus your energy with where you want to go. Because there is a task for you to share the work and to do the work with someone, maybe on your own, maybe together, you know, but you have to choose wisely. And it's a time at the moment to collaborate and to work with that energy, you know, to create a bigger transformational energy for humankind and for the world at this moment. So choose wisely you spend your energy with, but it's also a good choice. You can give your energy to this, you can give your energy to that, you can give your energy to that, but you know that you are receiving also a lot of other energies from the universe that you can give and share. And the people who are coming on your path, it's always for a reason. It's never for take it for granted, you know. Sometimes it's the universe is just manifesting the people in your life that needs to be in your life at that moment, at that time, and just be grateful for it. That's what he is in his mind space. Who shall I choose? What shall I choose? Which direction shall I go? You know, this person has this quality, this person has that quality, that person has that, you know, and it's not up to you. Most of the time, it's not up to you to choose. Most of the time, the universe has the, how do you call the English? The, well, let's put it like this. We don't have the, oh my God, and that I can't translate that either. This is really funny. I have two things in my mind that's in Dutch, and I want to translate it, and I can't translate it. This is really funny. So you need to be the one. If you try to hold the steering wheel right where you want to go, it's not up to you. Because if you're steering your wheel and you have a direction you want to go, and spirit and the universe steps in, you're could ending up on a totally different side or totally different road where you need to be. So we all think that we have control and that we can do the things and control where we are heading, while the universe says, no, you have to deal with that and do what you have to deal with. You know, in your heart space, you know. And sometimes our mind is just messing up everything. And one moment you are confused, and one moment you hesitating, and one moment you know. It's just going with that flow. And everything will transmute out of itself. Okay? It will transmute itself. But you have to know, if you're going through stuff and things are coming up, that you really take notice of it and do the work at that moment when it's coming up. Otherwise, it will repeat and repeat and repeat itself, you know. So, oops, what's that? What's in the Divine Masculine's heart space? Heartache and loss. That's an interesting one. Heartache and loss. So it could be that if he chooses the wrong one, that will give him heartache and loss. So he needs to make sure which one he has to choose, and let the mind get out of the way, and his heart knows, or maybe his head is telling him, yeah, if I go that direction, if I go with that flying partner, you know, if I go there, you know, it will bring me heartache and loss. It could also that he is already going through it, that he made the wrong choice, and that he's experiencing the heartache and loss because he knows deep in his heart it's not resonating. And, you know, and there is already an ending. And where is it all good for? You know, it's almost what I feel. It's almost the fear of choosing, of the fear of going there, that could give you the heartache. But if you focus on the heartache, you will get the heartache. But if you focus on the beautiful things, what union, sacred union, what love can bring you, it can give you joy, it can give you an enormous great time. But your fear is already making decision for you to create that in your life. You don't need that anymore. And your soul knows. Your soul knows. And I have a feeling what they let me know is that you already know that your partner is not the normal partner you would connect with, because it's a totally different energy. And it's also so close to yours. Oh, why, guys? What is his higher self saying about it? Partnerships and alliances. You know, you're already so close together. You're already there. You know, it's already, the connection is already made. So what, you know, why are you focusing on something that's not even there, that's just made up in your mind? And your mind is your mind is an energy that is an illusion. Your mind is an illusion. Your mind is always a state of trying to get you from something that your soul wants. So you probably have a soul journey, and your soul wants to go to that partner or to that energy that says, oh yeah, I know you, I recognize you, let's have fun together, let's change this world, okay? And then the head's coming in and said, no, if you go there, that will create heartache, you know, that's not the right one for you, this is not what you need to do. Then there is this illusion. I call it an illusion because it's not true. Because there is always another energy of fear that is attached to it that wants you to go that way. And it's not about that. It's not, you can change that mindset. You can change that voice. You just have to say, shut up, I don't want to talk to you right now. You're not real. And you, right away, you will hear that it's getting quiet. It really is. I had it multiple times in the car that voice came in that I thought, get out, I don't need you now. And then it disappears. And then the natural flow is coming in. And the higher self is saying that partnership, the bond is already made. It's already there. You know, it's already there. And it doesn't mean that there needs to be a union. It could be a partnership. It could be a sacred union. It could be on different levels. And those different levels is the choice of your soul, not of your ego. Your ego is going like, well, no. So, and you will notice that there are many alliances and many people on your path, coming on your path to create this beautiful energy that needs to make that shift. Okay. Well, let's see. How is he seeing, or how is his higher self seeing the relationship with the divine feminine? Thank you. Wow. Awareness. His higher self saying the divine feminine has the awareness, is connected, and knows exactly what she's talking about. Because most of the time she gets the things channeled. And with also having that energy of the magician to transform everything. She is this magician. She is this... That's beautiful. Guardian. I hear the guardian. She's a guardian. She has the guardian on her awareness. She has a guardian on her awareness. So most of the feminine energies who are aware of what's going on in this world has a guardian on the awareness that's telling her, you know, this is an ego space, this is an ego base, and she can see through everything. She can see and she can feel right away out of different layers that is built up by other people or by herself. She can go through all these layers and see exactly where the uncomfortability or the blocks are. So she knows exactly how to transforming it and to turn it around in the energy that needs to be transformed. And that energy that needs to be transformed at that moment, at that time, she is helping and supporting a lot of people with it. So even if she is not knowing, even if she thinks she is not doing something about it, you know, if she thinks, okay, I'm just walking the land, or I'm just walking the streets, she is always in this state of transformation, because she's almost this walking portal, and she's aware of it, and the universe is aware of it. You know, that's why the higher self of the masculine says, you know, she has that awareness that you think maybe she doesn't show it. She doesn't need to show it all the time, you know. So it's always being humble about it. Being humble about it. But she gets totally downloads continuously. Okay. So that is his higher self saying about the divine feminine, that she is the magician and she can transform everything what she wants by knowing and feeling on which level there are. And it's really intensive, because sometimes when I'm meditating, I feel another energy coming in They try to withhold me to get into meditation. And then it's like, bugger off. And it is, without a doubt and without no seconds, you know, it's transforming the whole energy. It's like out. So, how is what is the uncomfortability for the divine masculine? What is the uncomfortability for the, oh my gosh. His uncomfortability, you know, love. Wow. He is not comfortable, or there is a block, because he thinks that there will be heartache and loss, you know, even if it, say it's a partnership, you know, you're going in this amazing partnership. One of the two will always get a heartache, will always get that loss energy. Why? Because our physical body is not eternal. Our spirit is, but our physical body is never eternal. So you know that there will be an end in this relationship sometime. And if you're focusing on it, it will be very soon. If you give it power, it's already there. If you just say, okay, I'm going with that flow, I'm stepping into that love, I deserve that love, I want to be loved, I want to be in this union, you know, I want to explore it. Explore it. You know, explore it, because the souls already are already connecting. Only your physical body is resisting, your ego is resisting, but the souls are already connected. So if there is heartache or loss, you know, in our existence, yes, there will be heartache of loss, because one of the two will die sooner or later. And if you see it as a cycle of life, you know, then you will move through it easily. You know, it don't have to be a block. You're creating the blocks. You're creating the blocks of your happiness. It's just where you put your focus. Is your focus on, you know, it is uncomfortable for me. It's really, I'm not used that I get that kind of love, that intense love I feel. I'm uncomfortable with it. And that's not only for the divine masculine, but also for the divine masculine within the divine feminine. Could be that he is really resisting that energy and saying, okay, you know, the divine feminine maybe say, okay, you know, ready for this, calling it in, and want to step in. And the divine masculine is like, oh my goodness. And that's what's happening, because the divine masculine went through a lot. It's about changing, about transformation, about what is needed to transform in his life. And when he is finally there on that verge, you know, of having everything, move through the heartache, move through the loss, you know, of many lives, and then worked on himself, being strong and courageous and having his freedom back, guess what? Love drops in. And what the heck must I do with it? Because I don't want to feel that heartache. I don't want to feel that loss. And that's the uncomfortability. And that's the challenge of the universe. Because the universe saying, okay, your souls are already connected with each other, and now you have to do the freaking world, the freaking work for doing the world, to do in the world, and bring that energy out there. So you're needed to do that work. You're needed to connect with each other and bring it out there, because you don't have a choice. And when that, you know, when that ego is coming in, I have too many choices. Let the universe choose for you. Let the universe choose for you, and just say, okay, I'm open for it, and let it all come in, and I see what will happen. You know, I think it's really beautiful. It's just where you put your focus. If you put your focus on heartache and loss, you will get it. If you focus your energy on joy, of happiness, of being, don't let fear rule your life, because it will destroy your life. It will destroy your life. Fear destroys everything. So go in that joy, go in that happiness, go in that feeling of feeling love, you know, for your divine feminine, for your divine masculine, whatever. But feel it and let it flow. Okay? What is he going to do about it? What is he going to do about it to step out of that fear of love, of that fear of that connection with the divine feminine? Then you, in this kind of situation, you get the push and pull energy. That's what I feel. That's the push and pull. And that's old paradigm stuff, and we're done with that. We're done with that. He's going to his intuition. He is going to follow the universe. He is going to follow his intuition. He's going to follow the signs of the universe. Wow. Going through that portal. Wow. I have a feeling he's going through that star portal and finding the codes and finding the guidance of the ancestors, of the... Now I start to tease me. And follow that intuition. Wow. That's really beautiful. How does the divine masculine see the relationship with the divine feminine? Oh, wow. Deception and envy. It could be that he feels envious, or that he feels the need to deceive, or that's how he sees the divine feminine in the relationship. Maybe that she's envious, maybe that she will deceive him, maybe, well, you know, that's again this block. If you go there with your mind, and that's the ego mind, because that's it. Could be lost also, you know, that he feels lost for her or whatever, and that there is that feeling, you know, if I'm with her, she could deceive me, or she will make me jealous, or all kinds of stuff coming up. And if you can handle that, you know, Don't don't get into that divine union. Don't get in there, because it's deceiving yourself. I think because the ego is deceiving who you truly are in your true authenticity. Because in that authenticity, when you're in love, when you're in that love space, in your heart space, it's open. You give, you receive, everything is in flow. And if you think different, then you're deceiving yourself. That's interesting, because that could be, last week I talked about in the twin flame relationship about a projection from the divine masculine to the divine feminine, that things were 180 degrees different, and maybe the deception and the envy, is not with the divine masculine and the divine feminine, but it's an energy to get in between, so this union wouldn't take place. And that's what exactly the devil does, right? So his intuition says, okay, I want to work on it, I'm going to resolve that block. And then how is he seeing the relationship with the divine feminine? The devil is coming up. And that could be that he is sabotaging, giving too much space for a lower frequency of energies to come in and to change that. Because it's not necessary. It's not. And I hear the divine feminine and the divine masculine are doing the same work at the same time. And instead of doing it together, they're doing it in separate. Well, it could be more powerful when they do it together. And that's really interesting, because the next card is how are they what are they combining? What are they doing the same? What do they do the same is emotional withdrawing. So both are emotional, because the divine masculine, has the fears. Divine feminine picks it up, is withdrawing her energy from the divine masculine, and vice versa. So they're both in this state of withdrawing their energy from each other, because the ego gets in the way of fear, of everything. And it's a fear energy. And the divine masculine can pick up on it, or the divine feminine can pick up on it, how you see it. And what you get, when the divine masculine and divine feminine withdraws within themselves, and sometimes you need that space for yourself to upload yourself, because you had too much going on, and too much energies, and too much interferences, and you have to withdraw yourself. But in this situation, it's withdrawing from the union. It's withdrawing from what's more important, Nothing is more important than help and create the world to come to a better place, and to transmute those energies with the ones that you are vibrating with. Okay, So the Divine Feminine says, okay, you're doing your thing, you're withdrawing yourself, I'm taking a time out. She is just mirroring. And that's what they do. That's what this union is about, you know. It's about constantly mirroring each other, feeling, where are you? Yeah, okay, you're withdrawing. Okay, I'm not going to interfere with you because you need space. And then you create the heartache and the loss for yourself. Well, you could say, okay, let me go into that embrace. Let me get into that love space. Let me go, you know, with that flow, because, you know, the universe is already giving me that she is aware of everything. And that she is aware of this possible union. That she's aware of the energetic union. So don't give fear a chance. Don't give fear a chance. Okay? And I leave it with that. That's what I said. Don't give fear a chance. Because fear is giving the attention to the devil or to a darker space or a lower frequency. It's not needed. Just listen to that intuition. Just listen to the source. And the source will guide you. Okay? Let's see you all. Hope you have an amazing, amazing week. The sun will come out. We get the equinox going. We have the full moon. And just gear yourself up, you know, to be pushed forward by all the energies. And let love rule. Okay? See you all. Bye-bye.